Super quick and simpler than you might think. This is my version of Japanese Tonkatsu. Thin and crispy coated pork steak, which I fry in the pan and then finish off in the oven. I'm also going to show you how to make a super simple curry sauce that's sweet and tangy with a little bit of spice, and it complements the tonkatsu perfectly. Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to our kitchen, where we show you how to make delicious, family-friendly recipes. I've been making this version of katsu curry for years, and it was actually while I was researching this recipe many years ago that I first discovered panko breadcrumbs, and they're now a staple in my cupboard. They're a key ingredient for getting the perfect crispy coating on the pork. So let's get cooking. We're going to start by preheating the oven to 200°C or 400°F. Whisk 2 eggs in a shallow bowl. In the second bowl, place 4 tablespoons of plain all-purpose flour, along with 1/4 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. In a third bowl, add 75 grams or 1½ cups of panko breadcrumbs. So now we're going to coat the pork steaks. Now I've got 4 lean pork loin steaks here with the excess fat removed. Now you can tenderise them if you like by giving them a bit of a whack with the mallet, but I find these steaks are quite thin, so they don't really need it. So first we're going to coat the steaks in the seasoned flour, then dip them in the egg and then coat them in those breadcrumbs. Once you've coated the steaks, then place them on a plate ready for frying. Now we want to heat 250 ml or about a cup of oil in a large frying pan. Once the oil's hot, we want to fry the pork steaks on a medium heat for about 2 to 4 minutes on each side until golden brown. Once they're golden brown, then place on a baking tray and finish off in the preheated oven for about 7 to 10 minutes until the pork's no longer pink in the middle. Whilst the pork's cooking, we're going to make the sweet and tangy curry sauce. To a small saucepan, we want to add 120 ml or ½ cup of tomato ketchup, 60 ml or 1/4 cup of white wine, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 1 minced garlic clove, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of mirin and a tablespoon of sugar. Mix all that together and bring it to the boil. Now turn down the heat and simmer for 5 minutes. When the pork steaks are ready, take out of the oven and slice into strips. I'm going to serve the tonkatsu on some boiled rice with some sliced raw white cabbage and a drizzle of that spicy curry sauce. Finish with a sprinkling of spring onions and serve with that delicious curry sauce. This is such a simple and easy dish to make, and it'll be a hit with the whole family. If you need another reason to love panko breadcrumbs, then try my easy baked pesto chicken.